What's going on, guys, and welcome to another mobile gaming video. Now yes, before I start, I do play more than just mobile games. I do not have a problem, and I can stop whenever I want. That being said, the game I'm talking about today is a lot of fun, and I really think it's worth checking out, and I just had to talk about it, so let's check it out. So, welcome to Counterside. This game released maybe like just over a week ago from recording on June 6th, and yeah, I meant to get this up sooner, and apologize for that. Things have been a bit hectic, to say the least. However, despite being late on it, I really wanted to upload this video and make this video. I have been enjoying this game so much, such an incredible amount, and I really wanted to put something out there that hopefully puts a few more eyes on it. So I downloaded this game on a whim to kind of scratch a gotcha itch and use it to distract from some stress I was dealing with at the time. What I did not expect was to actually really enjoy this game. Like, not in my intent at all. I just needed something to kind of distract me, something, to keep my mind off of things. I've been playing it almost every day to some extent or another. Like, the days I don't get to play it as much have been some of my worst days, because it's just really fun. And this is funny to me because this usually isn't the style of game that I enjoy. I usually enjoy a more hands-on, turn-based RPG, but what can I say? It's fun. It just, whereas this kind of game doesn't normally stick, this one has stuck thus far. I'm entranced. I don't know what else to say. It's just enjoyable to me. I have a fun time playing it. Now, yeah, I could still be in a honeymoon period with it, and sure, that's true. I mean, it's only been a little over a week, right? But I don't think that changes the fact that this is just a good game at its core. Now, the game has a plethora of game modes and content to try out. I want to start by saying it has such a surprisingly interesting story and world at that. Like, a lot of questions put out there, a lot of things you're curious about after just being in this world for a few minutes. And the main campaign only gets more interesting the further you get into it, so I'm told. And I'm just finished chapter 4 as of recording this, and yeah, it's interesting, let's say that. I really want to see more. I can't wait to see where it goes after the 5 chapters that are currently in the game. On top of that, you've got side stories, event stories, individual character-oriented background stories that are just small cutscenes, but still very interesting and rewarding. They give you stuff. So there's a lot of story to digest. I mean, not to mention all of these really great characters just to learn about. So many great character designs. So many great character designs. And diverse character designs, and even character naming. They try to nail down, naming characters based off of the countries and regions they're from, and they do an okay job. Maybe sometimes they lean a little too basic, looking at our American officer over there, but yeah. But I mean, it's not just females. There's male and female designs. Yeah, now a majority of them are female. A majority of the characters in most gacha games in these games are females. I think anybody that plays them knows that. But there are good male designs too, and sometimes they might be a little basic, but they're still good male designs, and I think that's a good thing. And hopefully we see a few more male designs coming down the road. I know some of the more female designs will get down the road, but I'm hoping there's some more male ones too. Not to mention you can build a team of mechs and jets and cars and things like that, which is really cool. Also, you can build a team of just straight up soldiers in uniform, no discerning characteristics because of uniform and stuff, which also kind of cool. Now, the story content aside, there's also 2 types of PvP, an auto PvP against the AI, and then real-time PvP against other players. And PvP plays a part because it's rewarding. Is it the main thing of the game? I don't think so. I think if I were to compare it to something like 7 Deadly Sins, where PvP kind of becomes the main thing of that game the longer you play it, that doesn't feel like the case here. PvP is a part of the game, but does not feel like the main point of the game. But on top of that, you have your daily resource missions, a chess-esque strategy-style mission that you can face up against, a tower-like system with its dives, though that may not be a perfect description of dives, but it's kind of the best comparison I could think to make. Boss raids that other players can help you chip away at, dispatch missions for rewards, free missions for resources, and if I'm correct, there's even more content coming that the KR and C versions already have. So there's a lot of ways to play this game, a lot of things to do, and a lot to enjoy. And that's just great. More content, more fun, more, time to play, more ways to use all that stamina that you have. Veteran mobile game players will of course ask, what is the gacha like? To which I would respond, I'm impressed. I haven't looked at the exact percentages of drawing SSRs and things like that, but I will say the game is both very kind to its free-to-play players and its whales. The pity system in the game has been 15 tin pools, I believe, to guarantee you whatever focus character is on the banner, which is very nice. And then, like with my box right now, and all of the SSRs I haven't used a single bit of the resources I've been given for pools. I've been using mostly the free tickets they've given me for pools, and the free pools they got going on right now that are part of its, launch events, which another good reason to start playing the game right now. But like I said, this game is super kind to free-to-play players and whales. There are a plethora of packs and bundles whales can purchase that give you a lot of things. On top of it, you're able to build your own bundles, which is just kind of cool. It always, get you what you want in those situations. But for the free-to-play players, it throws summon tickets at you. It throws them at you. It even throws limited banner summon tickets, which are different from your regular banner summon tickets, in your dailies, in your weekly missions. And you get so many summoning tickets so quick. Like, I hit pity on one of the banners, that's 15 multis, 150 tickets, just with free tickets it threw at me. Wow, it's a lot, on top of the fact it just gives a lot of SSRs for free, which is pretty great. I will say, while I've felt zero need to spend money on this game to get anywhere or to get anything, I am of the mind that I might want to, because I just want to support the game. Like, you don't have to spend money or worry about, whales having this huge upper hand over you, so to speak, because it's just that friendly to a free-to-play player, which is really nice. Now, I think a whale's always going to have a slight upper hand over a free-to-play player, but with the importance of PvP being not as high, that's not as big a deal. But even then, I don't think they're going to have this overwhelming advantage over a free-to-play player either, because if you're a very lucky free-to-play player, you're definitely keeping up. Oh yeah, and speaking of launch goodies, like, there's tons of things going on. There's a bingo board style event going on that will reward you a free, super limited, from what I'm told, SSR character just from completing it. Now, I am sorry, I'm uploading this late, so there's only 9 days left on that event. There were like 17 when I recorded the game footage that I'm using in this video. But like I said, hectic things. However, it only took me 7 days to complete it. And that's 7 days of active play, mind you, but 7 days. So, you might still be able to do it in the 9 days left, assuming I get this up today. There's also a starter reward mission that will net you a free SSR ticket. I can't remember if it was a selector ticket or a random SSR ticket, but free SSR is a free SSR. And then more beginning missions that will give you a very specific free SSR, she's cool. I love Orca. She's great. And she's free. Fantastic. Lest I forget, the Battle Pass, like every game has a Battle Pass nowadays, right? It's just, gaming 2022 Battle Passes. But the Battle Pass does give SSR characters and gives dupes for those SSR characters, which, that's cool. How is that not cool? Free character, free dupes for that character to use on that character? Like, wow, really nice. On top of a lot of other really nice things in that Battle Pass. I'm probably buying that Battle Pass. Also, they've been giving out a handful of codes on their social medias and things like that. They give you some nice rewards, and they all should still be good, and I'm going to post all of them in the description of the video for you, so if you start playing, you can use those codes and get those nice goodies too. Oh, and lest I forget, I would be remiss not to mention, this game's music has no right to be as good as it is. Like, wow. I usually don't give a whole lot of thought to music in a game, especially mobile games. However, I couldn't not give attention to some of the great beats that are going in the background as you play this game. Like, it's so good. I was just blown away by, like, how I was playing, and I was just sitting there, like, bobbing my head to the music, like, man, this track rocks. Like, I love this. This is a banger. And this is so good. Just constantly, one after another. I'm just like, I can't stop listening to this. It's so good. Like, from somebody who doesn't normally pay attention to music to I'm listening for the music. So I'm like, what does this one sound like? How good is this one compared to the rest? And this is made even better by the fact in the HQ section of the game, there's even a jukebox where you can just jam out to the music if you want, which is really cool. I will say if you're interested to try this game and you are one of those people that like to have an optimal start, I'm talking about you re-rollers out there. I am included in that. Let me tell you, this game is such an easy game to re-roll on. It's crazy. So quick in comparison to a lot of games out there. I was 3 rerolls, I think, is how many it took me to get the start I was happy with, and that took maybe 10-15 minutes at minimum. At max it couldn't have been more than 30, maybe made longer because I was trying to do other things, but it was so fast. And I'll be sure to leave a link to the reroll guide I used in the description below from the YouTuber that showed me the game, and yeah, I think you'll be surprised at how quick it goes if you decide to go through with that. I'll also leave a link in the description for a very useful fan site that I've been using to help kind of plan things and kind of get a look at what's coming to the game down the line because of those versions that are ahead. But yeah, if you are a reroller and you just kind of want a TLDR of who to go for, Awakened Hilde, Chifuyu, Yang Harem, and Gaun, however you say your name. You'll know it when you see it. I'll try to get her on screen. But those are the big names. Keep an eye out for them. If you can get more than one of them, definitely. Mainly, Awakened Hilde being the limited one among that batch is the big one to go for. So I mean, there is so much to say about this game, so much I didn't even get to show or forgot to show. And I know I'm not the best at selling games or describing a game at times, and sometimes I just kind of ramble and don't make a whole lot of sense. However, let me just tell you, this game is just good fun. Will it stay that way? I mean, I don't know for sure. I see a lot of positive reception of the C version and Korean version, but mobile games are questionable. I mean, I've seen a lot of mobile games go downhill pretty quick, unfortunately. However, I can say if it retains this amount of love and attention through the entire life cycle, then I'd be willing to say, yeah, for certain, this game's going to be around a while and it's going to be fun and good for a while. I hope rambling about this game for a few minutes has made you curious and gets you to check it out. I think it is very, very much worth it. Now, if you are playing this game, tell me what you like about it, or even don't like about it in the comments below. No game is perfect, I know that. I mean, even this game has its flaws. I just think as of right now, those are kind of overshadowed by how generous its opening weeks have been. But yeah, it probably does have its flaws, and I haven't mentioned them here, and that's just because that's not what I want to highlight. I want to highlight a good game, but I am telling you there are flaws. That you will be able to find flaws. I mean, even I've been able to find flaws. But that being said, I do think they're overshadowed by how generous the game is, and I'd just like to know what you think about it too. And if this video has made you decide to check it out, then be sure to tell me that, and what you think in the comments below as you get to play it. All that being said, I do hope you enjoy the game. Be sure to come check out the Twitch streams and hang out, where I have been playing this game a decent bit, and I hope you all have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!